Name's T-Rex. 35. Dragonborn. White. Blue eyes. I'm an enforcer for Xanathar. I collect on his debts.
Alright. F-R-A-G. Frag.
Frontline Robotic Assault Ground Unit. I come from Eberron. Travel due to the artificer by the name of V between this realm and many others. I come here from time to time seeking work. I carry with me a ancient House of Cannith weapon that has been unknown to this world. It shoots lasers. And I look like a robot who wears robes. And has scaly looking like armor. Chest armor.
There's Urex.
Oh, okay.
And Frag, you said V was this artificer?
Yeah, V.
V? Just V?
No, VI, yeah, she's actually an actual person to the lore of Eberron and Faerun and all of that.
I thought you were making a Cyberpunk reference. That's why I was laughing.
No!
I was like, this is motherfucker. Very good. Very good. So you carry with you a quite potent weapon that's not quite known to these realms. And you hail from House Cannith in Eberron. Very, very good choice of house.
Yes.
Very good
carry
choice.
Secret weaponry from them.
I heard
not known to this world.
there was a Red Wizard of Thay that came to visit House Cannith and helped kickstart the Warforged production.
Really? Tell me, are there other Warforges in this world?
Not for long.
Oh,
no,
wait a second!
Very good, Frag, thank you. Everlasting One.
Sorry, let me just finish this apple.
How do you have an endless supply of apples?
That was
Fuck, man, I eat on average like 4 apples a day.
You eat an average of 4 apples a session every Thursday.
Yeah, well, you know, some people do meth, some people drink. I drink apples to cope with you.
You've never seen a doctor in your life, have you?
Actually, the last time I saw a doctor was like 3 years ago. Anyway, so I have now devoured my apple. The Everlasting One is an odd-looking creature.
Yeah.
A turtle. A humanoid-esque turtle-looking creature. His entire shell is cracked in multiple portions. His parts of his rubbery skin are hanging off. His pupils are almost completely white. He looks very much like someone who has died many, many a times. He's quite well known for his age and his wisdom, if you would call it that. There's rumours of his age. Last recorded was 10,000 years old. He carries on his back a barrel which seems to have incessant, unstopping clucking coming from it.
Clucking? Like chickens?
Yep, clucking. Chicks, specifically.
What the actual hell?
Alright.
This is all official things that can happen.
So a very, very ancient turtle who has died several times, allegedly.
Every time he dies of old age, he uses his monk ability to have 1 hit point instead.
That one is so good. So good.
That's me.
I had looked at Long Death Monk before, and I never looked that far into it, and when you sent me that, I was like, holy shit, man, that's a good ability.
It is so good. Yeah, that's me.
Very good. So we've got a Dragonborn, a robot, a turtle, and next up we've got Potluck.
Hey everybody, I'm a leprechaun, and I'm following around this ancient turtle and waiting for its luck to eventually run out so I can take it for myself.
Wow.
So I'm right now
Beautiful.
currently also living on his back. Because I'm only like 2 feet tall, maybe 1 foot tall, so I can totally live on his back in a tiny hut.
I forgot to mention I have a tiny hut on my back. I have no
Yeah.
strong feelings about this, one way or the other.
I'm the one that's supposed to have feelings in this relationship.
Terrifying.
Oh yeah, technically
Turtles
also,
do not have emotions.
they do not. Though I'm a College of Creation bard, so technically, the barrel on his back is alive and sentient. Because I animated it.
She really compliments my character.
Yes.
See, it's like poetry.
It rhymes. Very good, very good. Potluck, if I could gush over you for a second. This is hand-drawn by Potluck herself. She is a tremendous artist.
That's
Always,
a Coindeer Witcher, or Leprechaun, I should say.
yes, if you've got some kind of
Amazing.
donation
Plug your
fund,
Patreon.
yes, plug your
Yeah,
Patreon.
my Twitch.
Your oven fund.
Yeah,
Any-
my oven fund.
Anything where people can throw money at you, we will, because you deserve it. This very good artist. And lastly, but certainly not leastly, is it Ashay? Or Ash?
Yes.
The
Ashay?
Swamp Witch.
Ashay.
Ajay.
Swamp witch.
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up, right?
Living in a
So-
swamp bitch. Because she's a bit of a swamp bitch.
Circle of the Moon Druid, Wood Elf, so Outlander, in the swamp, in the forest, one with nature. I just, at some point, got sick of society. I said, fuck it, I'm heading to the swamp, and I just became one with nature. Oh, I'm also 90 years old,
Ooh.
which is it's not that old for an elf, so.
Yeah,
That's just
young.
retirement.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
right.
young. for
Early
an elf.
retirement, I should say.
Right. So I'm an elf, 90-year-old elf.
That's like
Very good.
retiring at the age of 12 in human years.
Yeah.
Oh, no need to get another apple.
No, you don't. That's apple.
Oh, I got another apple.
Oh, no. Do you just have a tree growing in your window, or you can just pull it off the branch?
Got an entire packet of apples here.
Just got crinklies in my ear. That's what it's got.
Well, everlasting one, Urix, Frag, Potluck, and Ashay. You, as I mentioned, did receive a summons from the Great Reader, Alai Ivanmore. And usually when the Great Reader summons you, it's with something of great importance. Thankfully, the Avowed and the Great Readers, being exceptional spellcasters, have certain ways of getting you to Candlekeep a hell of a lot quicker, and other regions of the Sword Coast and outlying cities and nations a hell of a lot quicker than you may be able to yourselves. Some of the Avowed, as you enter the gates of Candlekeep, some of the Avowed walk you through, making note, making sure you are who you say you are, putting you up to tests of scrutiny, making sure there's no polymorph or hats of disguise going on here, making sure you are who you say you are, and you are here for the job that you've been hired to do. Entering in to the Exaltation Chamber, Alai is sitting at a desk, and I actually misspoke. Alai is actually a female, not a male. So Alai is sitting at a desk. She looks a bit perturbed, and as the Avowed guide you into the chambers of the Exaltation, Alai stands to greet you and gives you a courteous bow. Her mood seems a bit dark and brooding, and they begin pacing around the desk. Thank you all for responding to my summons. I trust you know that it is with no small favor that I ask you here today. One of our finest sages, Myastin Sadar, they had been studying a particular tomb, and her hand points over to one of the books on the desk. She had been studying this tomb. It was held in our vaults. And she points to a book, as I said, on the desk, whose cover is made entirely of translucent crystal. The title of the book is The Canopic Being. You see, this book was a treatise of sorts on all manners of dark rituals. It came to Candlekeep as a donation from a high priest of Savris. Savris, of course, as you know, being the god of divination and fate. It was curious, and we had not had any texts or tomes on that particular deity, so we welcomed it in. Myastin took great interest in this book, and when she had finished, she seemed bothered by the contents within. The research, she said, would help her help the oracle of the House of the All-Seeing Orb in a city called Tashalar. You would be forgiven for never hearing of the city. It lies to the east of Chult. Myastin went there to Tashalar by way of teleportation, of course, and shortly after Myastin left, I had read the tome myself, hoping to gain some sense into what was troubling our poor sage. And she pushes the book towards you, opening it to a page near the end that is filled with a list of names in a half-dozen different hands. Across the top of the page, in the rush script that fills the rest of the book, is written the legend, "Those who have been bestowed, the willing sacrifices." And at the very bottom of the page is Myastin Sadar's name, followed by Urex, the Everlasting One, Frag, Potluck, and Ashay. You can see why I'm troubled by this.
Interesting.
Take a look, if you choose. The book, the servant of Savris that came to us was, well, she was a human wearing bright yellow robes, and she called herself Zemru Thal. We never saw much of her after she had left, even though she was welcome into Candlekeep. The task which I am appointing to you: travel to this Tashalar region and find our beloved sage, Myastin. If you need to, you may take the book with you, but do ensure its safe return to the library.
This can be done.
And the book, you could see just at the spine and at the outer layers, has some like greenish crystals on it behind the translucent crystal that covers it. And very slowly, almost unnoticeable, you see the crystals shift as if they are eyes peering.
Unsettling.
That could be important.
When you are ready to leave, we have a teleportation circle set up for you. It will lead directly to Tashalar.
Teleportation. Never had the chance before. That'll be interesting.
Well, clearly you've never met the Harpers.
Nah, I steer clear of them fools.
Indeed. Eli will flip forward a little bit in the book to an envelope. The seal has been broken, and she'll grab the envelope and walk it over to you all. You're all kind of just standing in a line in the room. Oh no. Oh no.
I didn't mean to click on it.
Fireball in the Great Library.
Oh no!
I hope your books are fireproof.
Fun fact, they are.
They are?
Yep.
Fucking, I wanted a great Alexandria library, this place.
What we know of this book, some of it a little bit hard to read. The Avowed haven't yet gotten to rescribing the texts, but what we do know is this. The book describes rituals on undeath, but not only undeath, with becoming a mummy lord using dark magic rituals. That list of names in the back was not written by one hand. Several different people have offered your names to this book, The Willing Sacrifice. There's the House of the All-Seeing Orb in Tashlar is ran by a being that they like to call the Oracle. A woman named Valen Sarnaster. She's an honored being, and dedicated wholly to Savras, again, the god of divination and fate. The names that Valen has added are yours. Every other name is written in different ink, but yours were written by Valen herself. There are other names that were written by Valen, and she flips a couple pages back. Alicia Basir, longtime attendant of the Oracle. Zemru Thal, the High Priestess who originally gifted this book to Candlekeep. Zareen Zeradius, a human mage. Ukuzor, a tiefling gladiator. And of course, our dearest Myastin Sadar, a dragonborn sage. We don't know the significance of these rituals, but anything to do with undeath is probably not good for Myastin. And she hands
what
forward.
is it you want us to do?
We would like you to travel to Tashalar, of course, visit the All-Seeing Orb, and meet with this Oracle Valen, and hopefully find out where Myastin has went and why she has not returned yet. Furthermore, I would hope that you come to a definitive reason why your names are written in this book. And everlasting one, as you question Alai, she kind of like shoves the envelope into your carapace chest area. Read for yourself. And it's a note from none other than Zamru Thal, the one who gifted
Evil.
the book.
He will very, very slowly peel open the book, taking like a solid minute. And then do the old man thing of holding it like right up to his eye.
Alai will pace back to the desk, not looking back at you guys as you're slowly opening it up and very slowly unraveling the paper to be sure that it doesn't get wrinkled or torn in anywhere, and holding it right up to your face. It says, when we began this journey, only the oracle of the All-Seeing Orb, the great Valen Sarnaster, had an inkling of where it might lead. It is my honor to have been selected as the first donor and recipient. By giving Valen a piece of myself, and receiving a piece of her in return, I can help the fate of the world unfold as she has foreseen. It is my honor to protect the Oracle in her sanctuary, ensuring that only donors and recipients may visit her. I have no need of the right of reclamation, for I believe in the vision of perfection of Valen Sarnaster. For clarity's sake, I offer this record of the procedures performed on the donors and recipients, whose fates and organs are now bound to the Oracle. May she serve the All-Seeing for centuries to come. In transparency, Zemru Thal, High Priest of Savras, House of the All-Seeing Orb, Tashluta.
Right then. Take us to these teleporters.
Will you be taking the book with you, or shall I return it to our vault?
I will be keeping it.
No, you will be returning it, but you may use it on this adventure.
Very well.
And he'll kind of tuck it into his shell.
Now, as she's walking with you through the exaltation, and she's going through the courtyard, leading you guys to a pretty nondescript building. And as you're walking along, she says, now, I have no reason to believe that Myastin is in any sort of immediate danger, but the implications of her name appearing in the Canopic Being are alarming. Should you return, with Myastin in tow, Candlekeep will reward you with a sum of 5,000 gold and any items that you may find in your journeys are yours to keep.
Now that's what I like to hear.
Sounds like a good deal to me.
Very well. We'll find your lost wizard. Bring him back here.
And she opens up the shack-type door that's got runes that are inlaid on the ground, but they aren't really active. It kind of just looks like rough carvings into the woodwork. And Alai will hold a single hand over the runes and speak the incantation needed. And as she does so, a string of energy leaves her hand and flows into each individual room, illuminating it in a light blue. Tashluta is your destination. It's a busy port-type city and the capital of Tashalar. It's set between sea, mountains, and jungle. It's a welcoming stopover point for travelers, merchants, and traders. It's warm, breezy, bright, and the flowing, colorful garments are unlike most of what you've seen here on the Sword Coast. Your destination is the House of the All-Seeing Orb. Bit hard to miss. It's an immense compound that's dedicated to the study of magical divination. Clerics, mages, and other scholars work at the institution, mostly at the Celestial Observatory, the Library of Ultimate Truth, or the College of Divination itself. And she gestures for you all to walk forward into the teleportation circle.
I will go ahead and jump through the teleportation circle. Just another day for me.
Here goes nothing.
Brains. Fruit.
It broke up, couldn't hear you.
Nope.
Is everybody joining?
Oh. Now Chris went quiet.
Sorry, muted. Is everybody joining?
Yep.
Yes.
Very good. Great old one. Everlasting one.
I have no strong feelings one way or the other.
We are just gonna be a barrel of fun, aren't you?
I have no strong feelings about your opinion one way or the other.
Probably for the best.
A turtle has made it to the water.
Oh, fuck you.
And as each of you step into the circle, as the everlasting one, you very slowly walk forward and into it. The image of Alai fades away, kind of like in a melting motion, as do the walls, ceiling, and floor of the hovel. And as they melt away, it's replaced by darkness for just a brief second before being rushed over with like this sensation of falling. Only you're not falling. The world around you is falling. You are staying in the same spot before it immediately comes back up. And you are surrounded by yet another pretty nondescript wooden shack. Only a door is in front of you.
Are we like outside in a forest or something? Or
You are inside a shack, barely big enough to
okay,
hold the five of you.
we're in the shack? Gotcha.
Alright, I'm gonna Hulk out of here. Where's the door?
Right in front of you.
Open that shit. What does my eyes sees?
A courtyard, a garden, and several buildings. The day is warm with a mild breeze, and there are several yellow-robed sages and priests, some carrying tomes or mysterious-looking magical devices, and they're kind of bustling about the immense compound. The largest building, right in front of you, is patterned with inscribed eyes, much like those emerald crystals that were embedded onto the Canopic Being. But there's a larger, more detailed eye that's carved above the building's main doorway.
Does it move?
It does.
I bloody well don't like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like that either, honestly.
Alright. Who are we here to find? Names, damn it, names!
Alicia?
I approach a yellow-robed sage.
Mm-hmm.
Hello there.
Hello? Can I help you?
find Alessia Basir?
Oh, she is tending to the oracle inside the house of the All-Seeing Orb.
And for someone who hasn't been here before, is it like straight in or right, left? What are we looking at here?
Well, if you're going to meet with Alicia, then you would want to go straight in. There's some navigating about, but just let them know inside that you're here for Alicia, and you'll find a warm welcome.
Very well. Thank you.
As you walk into the temple, inside are several priests. They're kind of walking about. Some are reading, some are transcribing into a new tome. All of them, however, have a third eye that's been tattooed onto their forehead, and all are wearing simple yellow robes, belted at the waist with a sash. Many carry elaborately carved and decorated staves. Some are at work sweeping or scrubbing the temple's floors, while others gaze into scrying bowls or are scrutinizing tea leaves. The priest who sits at the largest table has her tattooed eye decorated with a gemstone that's been embedded into her head. Her dark green hair is close cropped, with a mark shaved into it that matches a sigil on her cherrywood staff. She looks up towards you as she pours from a steaming pot of tea. More visitors from Candlekeep. Most delightful. I trust that your journey was not too taxing?
No.
Light on my legs, if that's what you mean.
Ah, yes, yes. Very, very practical, that teleportation circle is. Well, forgive me, but I have a feeling I know why you're here already.
Good.
Why is
That'll
that?
save some explaining.
Well, you see, this is the house of the All-Seeing Orb. We are all very gifted at divination. None more so than the Oracle Valen, of course. My name is Sheer. Currently, the highest ranking official of the temple. About a 10-day ago, I foresaw the arrival of not only you, but that who you seek, Myastin Sadar?
Yes.
I must admit, I knew that you were coming, though I don't know the purpose of your visit. Might it have something to do with the Candlekeep sage?
It might.
Well, then you should know that Myastin arrived just yesterday, intending to speak with the Oracle. So, granting her request, we took Myastin to Valen's sanctum. She's not yet returned.
Could you take us?
Of course, of course. And she leads you to an area that's kind of behind the main floor of the temple. And it looks more like a broom or a mop closet. Inside, however, I'm sorry, before she opens up the door, she does take out a particularly marked key that's sat around her neck. And she takes the key out of the satchel and opens up the door. Inside of this door, it has a few pieces of gardening equipment. And there's some mops and some brooms, some hose and shovels. At the floor, she knocks, and it kind of springs up, leading down to a staircase that leads underneath the sanctum. Inside is not much, just some plain gray stone. The walls, the floor, and the ceiling are all decorated in this gray stone. But in the middle of the room is an ellipsoid of blue and white light that's kind of dotted at the edges by translucent crystals. From across the room, the portal resembles an enormous eye.
Is it also looking around?
It is looking directly at you.
I wish it would stop. Well then.
Off you go.
Off we go.
So, more teleportation.
It is effective.
appears to be so.
Bugger in hells, I better be back in my bed tonight.
Will it be dangerous?
The Oracle sees all. Oh, I was hoping you were gonna play sees all, because this is the fucking sees all one.
I don't have the stats for season.
I know, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't have the JSON file anymore.
So is that a yes to danger?
The Oracle sees all. She would not permit danger to escape her sanctum.
So we'll be safe with her, but the rest of the way we're taking our chances.
I have not lived this long by believing every word that I am told. Leprechaun, hand me a chick.
Cheep, 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 cheep.
Thank you! And I'm gonna snap its neck and get 12 temporary hit points.
By eating a
And
chicken?
then I'm going to put it in my mouth.
I like this turtle.
I have no strong feelings about you one way or the other.
Of course not. Of course you don't. Goodness. Through the portal then?
Through the portal,
Through the
then.
portal, then.
You all die instantly. And the one shot is
No, I
over.
don't. I spend a point of mastery of death.
Well,
and I
thanks
don't
for
die.
playing, everybody.
Fantastic.
Yes. Yeah, everybody but the turtle, because he just has key points.
10 out of 10.
And therefore
module.
can't die.
Would not recommend.
You know, I really got immersed.
Technically, as a ritual, I can cast Speak with Animals, so I can hear all the chicks.
Yes, make Chris roleplay these 1,299 chicks that are in the
Yep.
barrels.
Oh my character sheet real quick. And look at empowered spell.
I know what it is.
Okay. Does that double and then double and then double, or am I adding 10 minutes each time?
10 minutes each time.
Okay.
Through the portal, then.
Through the portal. then.
Through the portal, then.
Now, is it dinner time? Would you like it to be dinner time?
Oh, if I'd have known that, I would have waited like 10 more minutes.
I mean,
Was that a baby
we can,
gate in
we
the
can
background?
continue. We can continue. I'm just gonna go like heat up our food. We made sure to make stuff beforehand.
So the
Okay.
baby gate you sent me.
I don't know. We didn't send you a baby gate.
You sent me a baby
I
gate.
bought you a chair, and
No, that's a
Amazon-
baby gate.
Jeff
I have
Bezos sent you a
pictures.
baby gate.
Why though?
He's into that. I guess he's into that.
Age play.
Yeah, I guess he's into that.
They were talking about DDLG on the radio today.
Gross.
Radio doesn't exist anymore.
Okay. Well, allow me to use the bathroom one moment while you're going through the eye portal. Frag, go ahead and get your
Scott,
food.
if you don't trip him,
I mean, I'm here.
Don't
I
trip
got
him.
a mic on, so I can hear you guys.
I'm not gonna
Fuck
trip
him
him,
up.
he's gonna kill my new character. The one I haven't even gotten to play yet.
bite one witch.
Oscar, I think you're gonna really like my new character in Rhyme.
The white hand of Xenophar.
No, well, I think you'll like this character. I really like this character. I did not realize how powerful Paladin Sorcerer was. Holy shit.
Surprised Xenophar hasn't just killed you already.
Very loyal to him. Makes me a lot of money.
A lot of money in it.
Lot of
I love
money in
Xenophar. What's your new character for Rhyme?
It is Sarp, the Vulcan alchemist.
An artificer?
Yeah, he's trapped on this planet because he was investigating the weather phenomena, and the weather phenomena has let like he can't get his shuttlecraft through it, and he can't beam out, so he's stuck till he can fix the rhyme.
Fair point. I didn't mean to kill your last character.
No, it's fine. Honestly, like I had a really crappy session with rolls with him, and that carried through to my death rolls, and I can't even be mad about it. It was just bad rolls all night long for Wolfgar. He was not having a good night, and it resulted in his death.
Yeah.
He was gonna go down whether you cast that spell or not. There's just no getting around it.
Fair point. You guys, while we're on a break, you guys ever heard of the SCP Foundation?
I like SCP stuff.
Me too.
It's all just so wild. You could build a D&D campaign out of SCP.
That's what I was thinking of doing. They're releasing a tabletop role-playing version of it. That I've been thinking about giving a go at running.
Please do. Take the Thursday session slot once we're done.
Such is the plan.
We're gonna do that Star Wars game, right?
Ooh, I would like
Dude,
to.
if you're
Yeah,
about to run
probably
a
not.
fucking space campaign or like a sci-fi campaign, I am 3,000% down. Holy fuck.
I wanna play my
I ran a
Android.
Star Wars campaign once, but then it fizzled out due to bad players.
Well, now you know good players and reliable players, so...
Oh, can you direct me to them?
Wow.
Got
That's
him!
super rude.
Snap.
Clearly I meant Chris and Heather.
I'll let you in if you eat 10 apples live on camera.
Apples are required.
What if I'm allergic to apples?
Well,
What if that's
guess
the
you
one
have to
thing
choose
I'm
between
allergic to?
a hospital visit and playing D&D.
Oh, man,
If I was
that's like
DMing in person, there would just be like a huge fucking bucket in the middle of the room, like KFC bargain bucket, just full of apples,
What would you
all
rather
kinds.
have, apples or actual, fried chicken?
fried chicken.
Uh,
But I do fucking love apples.
Alright, so... Have you ever seen the videos where it, like, compares American takeout to UK takeout, but it's, like, the same restaurant, so, like, Papa John's or Domino's or whatever?
I
Have you
haven't.
watched those? Those are interesting as fuck. And I like seeing all the different options that you guys get that we have nothing close to. Like, any pizza place has some sort of Indian and Asian flavored wings, which is always cool. And I get it, you guys have a huge Indian population, but so do fucking we! Like, probably not as many per capita, but we have a bunch of Indian people, and we have, like, no Indian food options that are...
I mean, we have an entire country based on taking and eating people's food
Dude,
from different cultures. So it makes sense, innit?
I saw a post the other day that was like, Britain has no Independence Day because all the countries that celebrate Independence Day were celebrating their independence from Britain. And I was like,
Yeah. You know, we've been debating, starting up the empire again.
oh yeah, you've been batting it around.
You know, we've been putting it in our mind. We've been placing things in places. We got Meghan Markle in your country. Just as soon as she starts
she needs to
running,
go back now.
like
Getting
we,
annoying already.
yeah, I mean, all you guys have to do is pay a few taxes. I mean,
You are
it's not like taxes ever started a war or anything.
bereft of the European Union, though.
Fuck the EU.
We are back.
Oh boy.
Man, that was a good movie. Did you guys ever watch that movie?
Yes,
Yeah, that was a good movie.
it was.
John Goodman's in that movie.
I want to see you roleplay the Oracle.
Oh, I've got my own custom voice mod set up for her. Don't you worry.
All right, ready to go. Ready to go, boys and women.
Yep.
I'm ready to go, lads and lasses.
You ought to
Alright.
use this handy Jason Statham voice mod.
Let
It's
me,
pretty good.
what is for dinner? I'm always curious to know.
Lamb,
Apples.
sweet potato, like hash.
Sounds
I'm
good.
not a big fan of sweet potatoes, but I frickin' love lamb.
Yeah.
And it's like sweet potato is just such the perfect complement to lamb. Like their flavors are very complementary when eaten together.
I'll need to try that. Because there is some instances where, like sour cream, for example. I do not like sour cream, but there are certain dishes, or even like a 7-layer dip. I'll eat a 7-layer dip despite the sour cream, because everything else works so well with it. So I'd give that a shot.
Yeah, it's all about the combos.
But like on Thanksgiving, when it's just like a plate of sweet potatoes with some marshmallows on it, I'm not about that. I don't like that. I don't like baked sweet potatoes. I don't like sweet potato fries. I'm the opposite of Bubba and shrimp. Except I'm Chris, and I hate sweet potatoes.
See, I like baked sweet potatoes probably just as much as I like baked regular potatoes. But you can only do it with like a sweet butter, like a honey butter or cinnamon butter.
Brown butter. Brown butter, get the nuttiness. Yeah.
Alright, you've been watching too many YouTube cooking videos, you creepy bastard.
Ooh, yeah. That's literally all I watch is video game and cooking stuff. Sometimes a movie review.
You should watch the Orville.
I don't like TV.
You should watch the Orville.
Do we have everybody?
Yep.
Yarp.
You have me, baby.
Perfect. Thank you guys for taking that quick break. Is everybody stepping through the portal?
Yes.
Very
Yep.
cool. Very cool.
Yep.
You walk through and instantly arrive at the other side. All of you give me an Arcana check.
Rude.
Okay. Ooh.
Alright! Coming in strong.
Boom.
Potluck, you know what just happened in that portal. That was not a teleportation circle or anything on that level. That was a planar travel. You have
Plane
arrived.
shifting.
You have arrived at a new demiplane of existence, the crystalline demiplane. Crystalline, I think, is more appropriate. The crystalline demiplane. Based on the sights around you, it does appear to be a temple of sorts, though the walls are all sparkling with crystals that kind of match the book that's tucked away in the Everlasting One's shell. Oh, you're gonna love this, Frag. Embedded in each of the wall is tiny little specks or motes of dust, kind of, and they're floating behind the crystal. Each one is shifting, gazing. Each of them a lidless eye.
I don't like that. You said I would like it, but I don't.
Becky Lloyd.
I don't think we're getting home for bed tonight, guys.
The walls and floors are all made out of crystal. The
Oh boy, this map is huge.
Who the fuck is this?
The ceilings are about 15 feet high in some areas, mostly hallways. The doors are also made of crystal, but they are not see-throughable, oddly enough. They are kind of foggy on the inside.
They're translucent / opaque.
Opaque,
Instead of-
that's the word. Potluck and probably, Frag, you would know the deal with demiplanes. Once you're in one, there's no getting out of one.
This is an odd situation.
In the center of the room, there's a crystal door that stands closed, and just on the other side of it, in the room, is a yellow-robed priest of Savras that apparently has been waiting for you.
Right. Who are you?
My name is Alicia Basir. It's good to finally meet you.
Ah. This is what we get for coming to see you. Trapped in a demi-plane.
You are here to see Valen, no doubt.
In a manner of speaking, yes.
Very good. She is beyond the door, down the hallway.
Simple as that.
Simple as that.
Insight check. I don't believe that 1 minute. I don't believe that for 1 minute.
She does actually seem entirely truthful. She's not holding back anything, but you do pick up just the slightest, the way her inflection is going about it. There's no real heart to it. She is just kind of like going through the motions kind of thing. She absolutely does mean it.
So when you say going through the motions, like she's not actually the human that we see. She's, I don't know.
She appears human.
Right then. Let's try this door.
Off we go then.
You should let me go in front, for I am a mortal.
One thing you do notice while you're kind of reading into her, Frag, is that she bears the same necklace that Sheer did in the hall of the All-Seeing Orb, or the house of the All-Seeing Orb.
Does she seem like she's here? Like, does she have a gloss over her eyes? Does she even really acknowledge that we're here? Or is she just kind of staring into space as she talks to us?
She has got deep, deep green eyes, but they are very much a pupil and a lens, and I mean, you could try to touch her if you would like.
Well,
You're gonna have to ask for consent first.
well, yeah. First off, jeez Louise, Pop Cheese. But more so, I was trying to figure out if she was like some sort of like crystal thrall who's trying to get us to go down this hallway of crystalline death.
Speaking of hallways of death, what do I see?
Alicia will follow you outside of the room.
I actually have advantage on those because I have a sentinel shield.
You, let me see. You see a very long, narrow corridor that does open up a few, roughly, I'd say like 50, 60 feet. It's about 75 feet in front of you. It opens up to the left and continues narrowly down towards the east. There is, as the everlasting one is coming up to, a hallway that leads to a crystalline door that's also opaque. Those are my chambers. You may look around if you would like.
Seems a good idea.
Let the turtle lead.
I am, mate. I'm your backup.
What is in this room?
You can't tell by what's on the map?
Oh, fuck these maps. Fuck you, Dyson.
God damn it. Why don't you put even the slightest bit of effort?
You know that $30 you spend on it? This is what you get.
It was $50 for this book.
The $50 you spend, this is what you get. Stop hiring Dyson.
Fuck. Anyway, the stories are good at least, so I give
To
it a
be
pass.
fair, they could have literally just bought Dungeon Draft and just made these maps.
That's what I'm saying. Dungeon Draft is $20, and when the freaking art is as good as it is, why can't the maps match that? Damn it. Damn it. So angry. Anyway, sorry, I had to go on the little rant.
Oh yeah. Also, technically, I have a dancing item that has its own stat block.
What item is that?
It's just called dancing item. That's what it
Oh.
says. It's got its own stat block.
Jesus.
Like a
It's
rabbit.
Alright.
a giant barrel full of chickens on its back.
Specifically chicks. Babies are more portable.
Oh yeah, true.
Decent.
Anything in that room?
Yes. Sorry, I had to go on a little mini rant there. Chris Perkins, please continue watching. This room is furnished with a pretty modest sized cot. Nothing special about it. There's a footlocker at its base, a round table and a chair, and a wooden cupboard with one door that's slightly open. There's several small figurines of cats that are set along the top of the cupboard, and that is really the only decoration the room has to offer. There's a folding screen, like one of those changing screens, that obscures the far corner of the room.
So nothing else of interest in here?
I've collected these since childhood. They're not valuable, but I like them.
My gut says something might be happening in here. Or something might not be. All I know is maybe something is wrong in here.
Are you from the neutral planet?
I am. I am. You will refer to me as your neutralness.
If you go in there, we'll have your back.
I have neither faith in you or a lack of faith in you. Let's go this way.
Wait, priestess. Which way is it?
To the north. I must go remain watch for any new visitors we might have.
How
Oh,
often
man.
does that happen?
Quite often. I will rest, and then I will tend to my guard.
Garden.
My guard,
Ah,
protecting the portal.
Wait. Oh man. She said it was north.
Ooh.
Sorry, my eyes are not
Actually-
what they used to be.
Sorry, everlasting one. I should have said I didn't see your ex while you enter into the room as well. This chamber, as you walk in, Frag to you, and well, I guess not anymore. Potluck to you, anyone outside the room, it still looks like the same crystalline formation that you've seen throughout the rest of the tomb so far. But as each of you walk into the room, it changes very suddenly to mirrors. The floors, the ceiling, and all of the walls are mirrors. And I'll need everybody to make a dex check. Oh, I'm sorry. Dex saving throw. Thank you. You guys got it. Potluck, you're good. You're not in the room yet. But I'll count that one all the same. The rest of you, however, as you're moving around, begin to notice that there's several mirrors that just spring up out of nowhere. And soon, your entire vision is overtaken by you and your party in every direction, stretching on to infinity. You can't see Potluck. You can't see any walls or doors. But what you do see is a big old mirror in the face that invades the senses. And you'll each take 27 points of psychic damage.
Christ. Thought we weren't playing Tombs of Horrors.
As the damage hits your brain, you get a sense of bearings, and you could see a little bit easier where the mirrors are. So you won't need to make any more dex checks.
We have to make another dex check?
No, you don't have to.
Okay.
Yep.
Can we just turn around and leave now?
Potluck, to you, it looks like they're just kind of wandering around a crystalline floor, just the same as the rest of the temple. But you see each of them just like kind of wince and either very slowly or very quickly hold their temples. And then
guys, you're acting kind of strange on me. This is just anything out of the ordinary?
Yes, extremely.
Pain.
Mirrors.
It hurts.
Ow.
Flash of light. Threw a vision off. Darker men his mirrors.
I guess those mirrors are just too tall. I'm just too short. I can't see in them, right?
What's everybody's passive perception, by the way? Because I'm going to be asking that a lot.
16.
14.
16.
16? Okay.
19.
19.
Yeah.
But your mind is older.
You, Ashe, after the horrible realization that it's nothing but you and these assholes for the rest of eternity, after that reality kind of faded away for a moment, you're still surrounded by mirrors, but you notice that one of the mirrors near the corner of the room down here has a shimmer in its reflection.
Okay. So I want to do my perception and check it out.
Alright, to answer your question, Frag, yes, you can just turn around and leave. If you wanted to.
And that's also a +1 on that roll because I have the Stone of Good Luck.
Okay.
Hey, I got a good luck stone too.
Yeah, lucky.
Yeah.
You do. You'd have to go a little bit closer, but you notice that this mirror is part of the wall, not just part of an infinite nothingness.
So it's just part of a wall, but I can't tell like if it's special.
It's definitely out of place with the rest of the
Detect
mirrors.
magic.
Surprisingly, nothing fades around that door.
But it's
Well-
not magical at all.
No. But unsurprisingly, a door on the western side begins to illuminate.
Okay, so there's something magical going on with the western side door. I let the party know.
So you've got a mirror that's off and a hidden magical door.
Yeah, I let the party know.
Hey, Mr. No Strong Feelings. You want to check that out?
All I know is that my gut says maybe.
Check out that door over there. You know? Magic.
I will check out the door, but I must complete my ritual first. Come here, chick. I am now ready to open the door.
Which one? Eastern or western?
The eastern door. Everyone likes the eastern door in this party.
That's the one where the mirror's kind of off. And on closer inspection, it is actually a door that just very easily pushes open.
Ooh. Let's go investigate it. Follow the turtle, colleagues, acquaintances.
I really love this art.
It really brings you into it.
God, it really just makes me so unimmersed.
Wait, do you guys want to check out that western door at all first? Because this seems like a long hallway.
It's a long
I have no.
I
know
can
what
check
I'll
out.
do.
Door is the one that is magical.
I can check out the western door. Does it look
Yeah.
booby trapped?
I think we should inspect it closer.
Mm. Another perception check, then, please.
Another perception check. 16.
5.
Mm.
Hold on.
117.
Plus 1.
Okay. It looks like a magical hidden door.
Let's open it.
Go for it, since you feel no different way about it.
I am immortal. Life has no meaning. Unless if you think it has meaning. In that case, it does have meaning.
Inside is a very, very small chamber. Looks to be a meditation room of sorts based on the rotting cushions around, but tucked away inside the rotting cushions, or kind of like buried in them, are 2 potions of superior healing.
Yay.
Nice.
These are good items.
I'll put them in the loot pile.
Loot pile.
Oh no, I appear to be dropping this potion. Woo, woo, woo.
I mean, you could drop it into my face. That would be
Oh.
fine.
Yeah.
Totals are not interested in your human seduction.
I'm a goddamn dragonborn.
What is a dragonborn but a dragon human?
Rude but fair.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong on that one, but...
I spent
don't believe I like
10,000
you
years to learn this wisdom. I'm sure the witch would agree.
It is true.
Why does this just feel like Tomb of Horror traps? It
I
feels
am-
like this is just Tomb of Horror traps. Chris, you promised me this wasn't Tomb of Horrors.
Alright, yeah,
I'm
hold
trying
on.
to
Before
walk
we
into
go
all the
too
cracks.
far,
There is not but very smooth, very shiny, crystalline
damn it, I suck at
floors,
okay.
walls, ceilings, and several hundreds of thousands of beady green eyes, all staring at you, watching you, moving with you.
That's spooky, but okay.
You
What is the deal with all these eyes everywhere?
you get to a ramp that is pretty steep, but not intraversable. It's not difficult terrain or anything. It's been pretty smooth and level so far, and this is just kind of like almost a 45-degree incline.
Ah. Well, makes it a bit easier to get up. Boss room. This is big and open.
It's a shell of the chamber. It's very spherical, as noted, and as you walk in, it begins to shimmer with color, and it forms patterns on the floor and on the walls. And you feel your feet begin to lift. And everybody who steps in floats up to their walking speed into the air.
Am I floating as well, or?
So it's like
Nope.
no gravity room?
Huh.
It is an anti-gravity room. You gain flying speed equal to your movement speed.
Wow.
The images that begin to ebb and flow on the wall of the chamber are random at first, creatures and places that are relatively unfamiliar. But the longer you stay here, the more you see visions of your childhood, past adventures, other jobs, other shady deals, bogs and thickets. You see House Cannith. You see stuff from before you were even conceived or on this planet.
That one was when I was 5,200 years old.
I couldn't care about that any less or any more.
I
Well,
appreciate
interesting.
that.
Swig's healing potion. I don't know how it helps us. Cool.
Oh my
Wow.
Honestly,
Holy shit.
should do the same though, because I need that health back.
It was worth it for sure.
Smart. I'm gonna save my potions.
16, yay.
Come on, acquaintances. Fly this direction.
I'm just gonna keep posting maps I made in 1 hour just to dunk on, this module.
So, yeah, hold on. I feel like there's something else going on in this room. Like, there's just this giant anti-gravity chamber? Is there anything on the ceiling of it?
More flashbacks of memories.
How high is the ceiling?
50 feet.
Alright.
Are any of those flashbacks not ours?
No. At first they
Okay.
were. At first it was just random stuff that wasn't recognizable, but now it is completely overtaken by... I mean, depending on how well you know each other, some of it would be new to you. Yes, you wouldn't recognize it, but to those whose memories it's drawing on at that time would know the instance very, very well.
So it's just a bunch of memories of me beating the shit out of people and taking their money?
Fantastic.
Also memories from before then.
Okay, well, no one look at my childhood memories. Boys are allowed to play with dolls. I'm gonna float back down to the surface, or try to.
Yeah,
Okay.
before I walk through the door.
Yeah,
Takes
seemed like a good idea, right? Thank
yeah.
you. Oh, look at Dominique! Welcome to the Shitty Health Rolls Club.
Yeah, right.
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for Tomb of Annihilation, Tomb of Horrors. It's just that last room's already put a bad taste in my mouth. Damn it.
Yeah, a floating memory chamber? I don't think so.
This is sketch.
Whatever happened to simple as that? Just go down the hallway and up to the north. It's as simple as that.
Oh, she did say to go to the north. We did fuck up and go south.
I mean,
That was kind of 100% on us.
that's fair. But she could have warned us that there was a, death mirror room.
Yeah.
She also probably is a robot, so...
Like, that would have been cool. But anyways.
Yeah, where's our old man turtle who's supposed to lead the way?
Go on now.
Oh, man.
He's eating an apple.
I was having total difficulty. I think I just suffered a heart attack, but fear not, I am still alive. Let me just a moment. Yeah, sorry, he's being a bit slow. Give me a second.
Man, this one dungeon has done more for horror and dread than most of Rime of the Frost Maiden has.
Yeah, right.
If you've ever played Tomb of Horrors or the Tomb of Annihilation, that's how this entire map is set up and looking like.
I
I'm
ran
expecting
the
one
Tomb
of
of
these
Horrors.
halls. I'm expecting one of these halls to dip into a spike chamber, or a giant boulder come rolling down that just can't be destroyed or stopped. Just
Dude. For Christmas, Heather got me this Tomb of Horrors from 1975. It's this guy's notes who played in the original Tomb of Horrors when it was released, and it's got all of his pencil drawn, hand drawn maps in it and everything. It's got.
How many times did he curse out Gygax?
It's,
That's what I want to fucking know.
dude, it's crazy.
Let's
Follow the
He's got all
turtle.
making our way downtown, walking fast.
The turtle is immune to boulders,
Faces
for he has been to
correct.
Boulder's Gate, and he was not killed by a boulder while there.
Another crystalline, opaque door.
I will open this door for my party.
The ceiling of this room is supported by 4 crystals. The crystals act as columns, and they've got eye-shaped capstones that follow you as you walk into the room. There's a dozen thick cushions that are scattered around the room, and in the center is a dragonborn that lies in a pool of dried blood on the floor. There's a dagger and an oblong rock between the 2 pieces that lie near the body's outstretched arm.
That's kind of sus.
Is that your cousin?
That's kind of racist.
That is a bit racist, isn't it? Specifically, what colour is this Dragonborn?
Silver.
Yeah, I don't fucking know him.
Her.
What's this rock, though?
Those are the 4 crystal columns with eyeballs in them.
No, you said there was
Oh,
an
the
oblong
rock. I'm sorry. Yes. Give me a medicine check.
Ooh. I don't have advantage on that, but it's a 12.
You can't quite tell what it is, but it's not a rock.
It's not a rock. What about the dagger? Is there anything? Is it like a regular dagger?
Mm-hmm.
Take it and wipe the blood off and put it in my pack. I'll probably just put it in my belt. That seems like a better place for it. Yeah.
Let's open a
What happened
door.
here?
There is a door to the south. I did forget to mention that. Thank you. What are you investigating? The body?
Yeah, the murder scene. Can
Okay.
I put together the murder?
Yep. And if you guys would like to open the door, I will open the door. Yes, no? Door?
Yes,
Alright.
but let him explore the room.
The walls and ceiling don't really stick out to you other than the 100,000 tiny green specks of eyes that stare at you. Not to mention the 4 very large eyes in the crystal columns that are also staring at you. Everything looks about as it did throughout all of the long hallways and corridors that you've been through so far. But on the body, as your attention eventually falls to that area, flipping over the corpse and kind of getting to see, you know, what she had on her, type of thing. You notice that an area of her stomach has been carved out, and on her person carried quite a few notes.
Scrap some paper here. You lot care?
What do they say?
Fucker in hell, you want me to read them too? What do they say?
They're all very quick notes that are mostly pages that have been copied from some book or another regarding mummy lords. And they note the fact that a mummy lord's heart must be destroyed to keep the mummy lord from reforming. And they're all signed Myaston.
That doesn't bode well.
Is this Myaston? I was upstairs for the description. Was Myaston a silver dragonborn?
She was.
Oh. Well, I'm not getting that 5,000 gold because she's dead. Fuck.
By Zariel's tits.
I'm more worried about the mummy lord part.
I'm worried about Zariel's tits.
Did she lose them when she became an archdevil?
Jesus.
Can someone else take a look at this rock? It's not a rock. I don't know what it is.
Ah, yes. This rock is made of rock.
I would need a medicine check, actually.
This corpse is made of flesh.
You guys, holy fudge.
That's a
You
corpse,
could've-
alright.
Even with a +4, damn.
Are you gonna make the leprechaun the doctor?
Yeah,
in
I
this
was just gonna say,
situation?
come on, Leprechaun. Bones McCoy.
Indeed, it is not a rock.
Yeah, I'm the doctor here.
Goodness me.
If that's not the Leprechaun roll, I've never seen one. Holy shit.
As Urax is reading about Myastin's various notes on mummy lords, how powerful they are, how strong and deadly they are, they're undead, and they can only truly be destroyed if their heart is destroyed. As he's reading through all these notes, you take a closer look at the rock and notice that it's, in fact, not a rock. It is a pancreas that has been petrified. And by the looks of things, Myastin carved it out of herself and tried to split it in half before it became fully petrified.
Jesus. That's unsettling as fuck.
So back to what I was saying about, there being a mummy lord.
Yeah, that's extremely concerning. Mummies are bad. Lords are bad.
Myastin's
Certainly,
name,
like-
Myastin's name was in the willing sacrifices, as were all of yours.
So, sounds like we gotta take out this mummy lord, or we're gonna suffer the same petrified organ fate as our friend here.
I do not have organs.
Does she have anything like a signet ring or anything like that that would identify her?
Yes, she carries a letter of recommendation of sorts. It's like a mark of writ specific to Candlekeep and the Avowed.
I'm gonna snatch that up along with the papers.
Is there like a blood trail? Any footprints in the room?
Based on Potluck's investigation, she carved it out of herself.
And then
Died.
put the dagger in her own back?
No, she didn't die
Oh.
from a dagger wound. She died from opening up her stomach and ripping out her pancreas.
Really, really liking this less and less now.
Yep, sounds like somebody's gonna get Kalimad. Alright, well, after finally seeing some signs of danger and not niceness, I'm going to empower and cast Fire Shield. And I'm gonna go ahead and spend 3 sorcery points on that so it lasts for 40 minutes.
40 minutes go by before you leave the room. Kidding, of course. The everlasting one beyond the door is you can actually get a better perspective now that the door is open. You very gradually have been climbing up there. You haven't really noticed it. This is a ramp that's leading down. Not so steep. Pretty casual. There is a ramp leading down towards a hallway. The rest of you in this in the room, there is a hallway leading north and a hallway leading west that ends at an opaque door.
Maybe we should try and head north.
Maybe we should have done that in the first place.
Right, north.
We could always go back and speak to Valen. Maybe that'll shed some light on what's going on here.
That is possible. Let us head north. Come north.
Let us head.
The corridor curves to the east and ends at an opaque door.
I will open this door.
All right. I need a dexterity saving throw from just you. Yurix, you weren't there yet.
That's okay.
Perfect roll, flawless. Oh,
The door explodes as you reach for the handle, and the glyph of warding goes off.
Ouch. Fear
I
not.
be detecting magic like all the time.
Fear not, my dear witch. I am alive.
You reach for the handle, and it just blows off its hinges and falls back,
Good lord.
revealing a large pile of clear crystalline gems filling one corner of the room. They're gleaming in the light that's given off by the walls naturally. Hovering in the middle of this room are 3 objects. A 6-foot-long staff made of transparent crystal, a shiny steel helm embossed with lidless eyes, and a tiny blue rhomboid about the size of a piece of candy.
That staff looks nice.
I would like to look at specifically the helmet.
I would suggest doing none of that.
Just looking at it. I'm not touching
I
it.
want to specifically look at the staff.
What specifically are you looking for on either one?
Markings, weird, funky energy to it. Anything interesting or unusual about it?
Yeah, like is it an item from history that we would know or something like that? I mean, obviously that would require a history check, but I'm like, does it look like a thing I might know about?
All of the above to what Ashe, am I saying that right? Ashe?
Ashe.
Ashe. Everything, yes, Ashe, it's, there's weird markings, there's weird energy about it, and not from any history books that you've heard of, Yurix.
Okay. They look pretty weird. Probably like we shouldn't be messing with them.
Agreed.
Maybe I should touch them, and then if they are cursed, it will only hurt the everlasting one.
Sure.
Sure.
I will go and touch this stick. Fear not, my acquaintances. If I die, tell my wife I said hello.
I thought you couldn't die.
I cannot die, so that is. I also do not have a wife. I will touch the stuff and take it.
It feels very good.
This feels very good.
It's radiating with magical energy.
Let me also take this helmet. Oh, sorry, I think I just pulled my back. There we go. Clicks his back into place. I'm gonna just see a few shreds of shell pop out.
The helmet is magical, and if you grab the blue piece of candy, you would feel that it too
As well.
is magical.
These are all magical.
The crystals are crystals. Some of them, you can see some like crystal powder on some. One of those crystals sticks out.
Why does it stick out?
It looks like the illusion is fading from it. It's more at times when you look at it from a certain perspective, it shimmers and glows more brightly than the rest of the crystals, and then at other times it looks just as dull and dim and covered in dust as the rest of them. Still brilliant, but some at times more brilliant.
I'll pick it up with Mage Hand.
Okay.
Does anything happen when I pick it up?
Nope.
Does anybody have the ability to dispel magic?
I do.
Would you mind, as my spectral hand floats it towards you?
Sure.
All right. The illusion of the crystal does give way, and it deteriorates into a fine powder. That powder begins to coalesce and form over itself after being dispelled, and reshapes into a ring of spell storing. There are 2 spells currently stored in this ring.
Is that like an arcana to figure out what's in it?
No, I'll just tell you. The dispel,
Oh, okay.
dispel would have been good enough. You still have to attune to it, but if you want it anyway. The ring is currently holding Bless and Revivify.
Revivify will be super useful.
Yes.
Here's a question.
Actually,
Does this ring also? Do we still need the 300 gold piece diamond?
No. This is something
Alright.
the components of the spell have already been put in.
Fair enough.
The time has already been, if it was a ritual or if it was, like Prayer of Healing, 10-minute cast, that time has already been put in, and all you have to do is say the word and it goes off. Artificer has an
Maybe.
infusion like this.
Fair. Maybe we should identify this staff and this helmet
And the piece of candy.
and this piece of candy. Should I eat this piece of candy?
I do not know the identify spell, so I can't help.
Can we identify these over a short rest?
Yeah. 3 of you would need to spend time on each item.
Tell you what,
Sorry, I didn't mean to cast that.
I'm gonna eat the candy.
All right.
Well, I'm down to short rest to figure out what this stuff is. I'll either
Then
take
there's
the
only 2 of
candy
us
or
if we
the-
just eat the candy.
It breaks your back teeth and doesn't even shatter a little bit. As you
Do you even
swallow it,
have teeth anymore?
it feels heavy
Ouch.
in your throat and stomach. It doesn't feel like it's going to be digested.
When, in 20 years' time, when I next defecate, this will be most uncomfortable.
Gross.
So I'll take the helmet, I guess, and try and identify that during our short rest.
Yeah, I'll try and ID the stuff.
Who wants the piece of candy?
Well, the piece of candy just got ate by a very ancient turtle.
He didn't spit it out. He actually ate it. Alright.
You may cut open my stomach and take it out.
This is what it was.
I will live.
Great job.
Piece of candy.
You ate an ion stone of awareness.
I think that. Can I tune to it in my stomach?
No.
I thought it was candy.
Actually, yes. Yes, I'll allow that. You can just cough it up. It'll come back out. Yeah. If you want to attune to it in your stomach, that's fine.
So,
I kind of want to know what the stuff is.
yeah, so give the staff to someone else to identify. You can do the stone, and then I got the helmet. And then we'll figure out all 3 of them in one rest.
This tastes distinctly like an iron stone of awareness.
Now, if you want to get a move on, I got catnap. If you want to get on the road.
Yeah, we could use that. That's good.
Wow.
Oh wow, that's so good. I've never even heard of that spell. You just 10-minute short rest?
Yep.
Oh my god. That's
Nice.
insane.
That is awesome. Is that like a bard only spell?
That's so fucking cool.
I don't know. I've never played Bard, so I guess maybe.
Neither have I. That's why I asked.
Freaking cool.
It's a good
That's
spell.
pretty dope.
But
Epic.
yes, the Watchful Helm. Valter, I gave you this in Tyranny of Dragons when it was a homebrew item. Now they made it official. Except I
Wait.
didn't. Remember when you took when you got the promotion?
Yeah, except my helm gave me advantage on
Initiative.
initiative.
Yep.
Mine was cooler.
Mm-hmm. But it's the Watchful Helm and the Staff of Fate.
Pushes me to 22 AC.
Alright, I guess I'll cough up the stone.
That Staff of Fate, that is so nice.
It's real
Just,
good.
hey, here's an extra D4.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's a +3 staff.
Pretty dope. Alright, cool. We got some magic. Should we go talk to Valen? I feel like we should go talk to Valen.
So,
I think there is more than meets the
did
eyes.
anybody attune to that ring while we were doing that short rest?
I could attune to that ring.
Yeah, go on ahead. I already have a bunch of magic stuff I gotta keep track of.
Yeah, I got a sentinel shield and a watchful helm, so I'm super
Alright.
perceptive. Just kidding.
I'll take that that ring that has Revivify and Bless.
Well, I'm thinking maybe we can resurrect the Dragonborn and get that money.
Revivify only lasts like within a couple minutes of someone dying.
1 minute.
1 minute? That's it?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's basically your friend falls in combat. You either finish combat and heal them, or you do it in the middle of combat. But yeah, you touch a creature that died within the last minute, they return with 1 HP.
Or you cast oh fuck.
And they dead.
Oh man, I was just thinking about it when you were talking about it.
Isn't it like watchful repose or gentle repose?
Gentle repose, that's it. Gentle repose.
That's what Ix and Dragonsbane did, I think.
Yep. With Valter's dead.
Yep. Indeed. Alright, so I've got that down. How often can I use that ring? I got it here.
Yeah. There's 1d6 minus 1 levels of the stored spells. 2 times.
2 times? Okay, cool.
Yep.
Alright, perfect. Sweet. Let's get a move on.
I'll throw the stone in the air.
Ooh. Excuse me. Alright. You've got a
Let us keep
stone.
moving then, friends. We cannot head more north from here.
Floats above your forehead, kind of like the gemstone that was inlaid on Shear's forehead, the one that led you into the temple.
Yes, this is a good gem.
What about this way?
Yes, let us go this way. Friend, perhaps?
I have no strong feelings one way or the other.
Yes.
The
You
door.
have found my wisdom.
The
For
door
some
is
reason, I
opaque.
don't got any sight on my token right now.
Oh shit! Sorry. Do you have dark vision?
Yeah.
Okay. 1 second. Did that work?
Allow me to open this door.
Go ahead.
The door is quite opaque, and as you and go and push it, a singular massive green eye appears on the door and stares at you.
I am going to push the eye. I would like to enter this room.
Nothing. And just keep pushing.
I would like to enter this room. Please.
Give me a strength check if you're trying to push harder,
Whoa,
or if you.
whoa. Let's not just. I got this.
Nothing.
That knock didn't work. Or did not work?
Knock did not open it.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Yeah, strength or athletics.
Whichever you prefer.
Does a 26 open it?
It doesn't.
This is most irritating.
Stand back.
I will stand back.
And I'm gonna
But if you have needs...
take aim and shoot directly at the eye on the door.
Go ahead. Minus
So
3. Is that because you're not proficient? Oh,
Oh, yeah, that's because of my sharpshooter.
got you. I see it. 14 will hit.
Okay.
Right in the center of the pupil. And the reflection, just for a brief moment, reflects like a carving or an indentation in the pupil.
Okay. 29 damage. Is the eye still there?
Yes. Damn, that does a lot.
The everlasting one is fed up of this eye surviving. I'm going to punch it many times.
I'm gonna go talk to Valen. I really feel like we should go talk to Valen. I'm gonna go talk to Valen.
He's just 1-inch punching the shit out of it.
My companions have left to speak to Valen. We should follow them.
Everybody. Yeah, Chris, my character also has dark vision.
Okay, sorry.
Because what elf?
Yeah,
I
I'll
thought I
have
did-
dark vision.
I thought I did that, sorry.
Here we go.
Yeah, I can't imagine it was
just-
a lot of fun walking around
Can you
blindly.
just port me to the beginning where she said to go north and we were supposed to go north? Because that's where I want to go.
No, you have to go through all the traps again. You have to float through the fizzly, bubbling...
Hold on.
You stole fizzy lifting drink!
There's gotta be something down this hallway.
Two plump
Uh,
bloopers.
Your ex.
Y'all disappeared so fast.
Indeed. Well, your ex went south. Everybody else went east, then south.
Oh, I see.
So yeah, there's gotta be something in this hallway. Do you want a perception
Hold
check?
on a second there, everlasting
I
one.
will.
Okay.
Hold it right
Fizzy
there.
lips. The tortilla is way back.
Ashe and your ex.
Perception check.
It's still a steady decline, though one thing about the ceiling, as you get right here, in fact, is that there are carved markings indicating a pathway above your head heading north and south. Though it's just the most narrowest of incisions, most tiniest of imperfections in the crystal.
About how high up?
20 feet.
I would like to tie my rope to my crowbar in sort of a makeshift grappling hook fashion and throw it up to where we think the ledge is.
I am sorry, I didn't realize. Oh, I see why. I see why they did that. And put that back. Put that back. I would show you this as you're doing that. The hallway does continue under here. I didn't mean for it. I don't know why they did the lighting like this.
Oh. Yeah, I thought the hallway just ended. That's why I was super sus.
No, it keeps going. It keeps going. It just, like I said, where everything else is a ceiling, all the ceilings are 20 feet up. There is like a 10-foot wide row where it's going north and south instead of east and west. So it's like a pathway above you.
Yeah, I still wanna try that makeshift grappling hook thing.
What
To
the
try and get up
fuck?
there.
And do it where?
Like on the ledge, I want to try and get up on the ledge, so throw the grappling hook up to the
Oh,
north and
that's
south.
what I'm saying. It's literally like less than an inch thick.
Oh, like you can just see.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Never mind then. Moving along the hallway.
The everlasting one and Frag. as you walk into this room, it's a wide corridor that's in the shape of kind of a square, and the only feature, other than two crystalline doors to the north and a hallway to the west, is a very large crystalline dais at the center of the room. As soon as you walk in, Frag and Everlasting One, you feel a pulse of psychic energy radiating from the dais, and it kind of hinders you and is like assaulting you and just slowing your very movement. And while in this chamber, your movement speed is halved.
Darn.
And what are your guys' passive perception again?
16.
Yeah, I've also got a good old 16.
We're the 16 gang.
Then that is enough to notice an ornate sword hilt that's embedded within the dais.
We should take that sword. What do you think? F-R-A-G.
I think we should find Valen.
You do not think that we should take the sword?
I think
My
if we
computer
take that...
crashed.
Oh no.
Beautiful. I
Oh,
think if we
no.
take that sword, we'll be in a trap. He's gone.
He's gone, Jim.
He's dead, Jim.
Well, the rest of you come to an opening with a set of two crystalline doors.
I'm gonna do another detect magic.
From beyond the door, in fact, you see a large pool that begins to just very, very faintly glow. It glows
From
with
beyond which door?
the doors that, yep, these doors.
Yeah, I'm gonna use Mage Hand to try and open those doors.
The School of Magic is divination. And then, of course, the hallway leading south.
Oh, you broke up a lot. I
Oh,
missed
sorry.
all of that.
Hello.
Hello, welcome back.
I'm back.
Um,
Okay.
The detect magic gives off a very, very faint glow of divination magic. It's like a big circular pool or like a bowl that's being illuminated just beyond the doors.
Okay.
And then there's a hallway that leads south.
And that hallway seemed clear of magic.
Yeah, nothing in the immediate radius.
Okay. Okay, so mundane hallway, but some sort of divinatory presence or magic on this door.
Everlasting One and Frag, what are you doing?
I think Everlasting was gonna try and pull out a sword.
Well, it's a valuable sword. You might as well take it.
Go for it.
It's
You're
ju-
the
it-
Everlasting one.
If I die, I literally cannot die. I have the everlasting one.
I won't let you die. I'm the one with Revivify.
I would recommend that you hide, Frag. Activate your robotic cloaking fields.
I will move out of the room then.
Oh.
Oh!
As you go to grab the hilt of the sword and pull it out, it is deeply embedded within the dais. You can use the dais as leverage, I suppose, or the athletics. You are just grabbing it with both hands and yanking it out of the dais. Still does not budge.
Unfortunate. No sword for us, robot man.
It should be noted also that the dais is crystalline, and you can see parts of the sword hilt in the crystal. One thing that strikes you as odd is that there's no blade to this hilt. It's just a hilt.
Is it a Sunblade?
That's super possible. Can I break the crystal
You can.
around the sword?
You can.
Hilt.
Make an attack roll.
I will assist him in also making an attack roll.
Ooh, both of those
Shoot
are
it!
gonna hit. For 26, 36 total damage. You do take off a huge chunk of the dais. And as the shards fall down, you hear some rumbling, and all of the eyes turn away from you. And you see the motes leave the crystal and kind of coalesce on the floor, and the swirling eyes spiral up and form two large creatures that wear bejeweled necklaces and carry very big sticks. They are known as Dows.
Ooh, I love these guys. I wonder if they're noble Dow.
And then I'll need initiative.
You should not bother fighting the Everlasting One, for he is a mortal. Rockman. Are we separated from each other?
You
Yeah.
are.
We're
Yeah.
Super separate.
Yikes.
So fucking separate, it's not even funny. I don't even know where you guys are.
Fucking yikes. Jesus.
We're at the beginning of the dungeon where she said Valen was.
Shit, man. I don't even know how to get back there.
You probably
That's okay.
actually, Ashe, you probably heard the clanging. You and Urix and probably Pollock too would have heard it. Just very echoing very faintly in the distance from the south.
What was that?
From your south, yes. So you can go through the doors, see if they're open. There's definitely magic behind those doors.
Yeah, I mean, I tried to open it with Mage Hand a minute ago, but
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
that's all good.
Well, it does open. Would you like to see what's inside?
I would, but we're not walking in. That's what the Mage Hand's for.
Inside,
It's a big ass pool, like you said.
indeed. The Ashe, you can still see with your detect magic going off. You can still see the runes inscribed all around the pool, and they're glowing very faintly. There's some heat that's shimmering off the waters. The waters themselves in the pool is quite fetid and rotten, and most certainly desecrated. On the whole room itself is kind of shrouded in this green, shadowy fog that smells very rank. But even at the far end of the room, through all of the mist and the fog, you can see a glowing, crystalline creature. It's missing one eye.
Oh,
That looks cool.
you wanna talk to it?
No, I since we can see it and we heard shit going on elsewhere, let's just kind of back away and head towards the elsewhere.
The eyes return to the walls and ceiling, and you hear a voice call out from an omnipresent location. I will see you again.
Yeah.
That legit gave me a shiver.
Onto our brave party of twos over over here. Frag, you're up.
We're
All right,
coming.
Frag
The
is
rest,
going to. This is what I've been waiting for here, buddy.
the rest of you can keep moving, but once you get to the end of the hallway, then I'll need initiatives.
Okay.
I'm gonna first attack this one here over at the corner. Is my let's
Back up a little bit. We gotta be at the end of the hallway.
sharpshooter right this second.
Hello! You do not need to get involved, for I am immortal.
Does a 26
I will
hit,
be to the die of old age.
does a 26 hit this one?
26 will.
26 will, okay. And we're going to apply a trip attack to that. They've got to roll me a strength saving throw, but it's 18 is the save.
Alright. 15 is not going to do it.
15 is not going to do it, so they're going to get tripped. Where's my... There it
They
is.
land,
Okay.
land with a large thud.
Oh, shit. Hold on. Let me actually do the damage from the first one, but that second one I'd like to keep.
It would be a disadvantage because he's prone from the first one, but the 26 is still going to hit.
The other one was actually going to hit the other one.
Oh, very well.
Yes. So 26 on the first one, and then the other one, when that one gets hit, is going to need to roll me a wisdom saving throw of 18, or become frightened of me and not be able to move towards me.
Wisdom, you said?
Yep, wisdom.
12.
Okay, perfect. And that one will take 28 damage.
Right.
And then my last one, the one that I just hit that's frightened of me, I'm going to hit it with sharpshooter. And that'll... God damn, son! God damn, son!
Boy.
Hey.
Oh, wait, it's just the first one, my bad.
There you go.
Just the first one, but still.
34, 44 damage.
I've missed this. I've missed this so much. I've missed... now that I have Laser Vaulter, this is amazing. But that'll, I'm gonna just move forward a little bit so that one can't move on you, and that'll end my turn.
Alright. The Dow definitely felt those blows. Kind of like a bolt action rifle, but it's just kind of like the laser ammo's just taking time to recharge. And it definitely felt the strength of those blows, though not enough to like penetrate a hole through it or anything. It just has this really savage burn mark where you hit it, and it looks pissed, but it's also terrified.
Good. It should be.
Anything else?
Nope, that'll end my turn.
Now remember, in this chamber, your movement is halved.
Yep.
Ooh.
But it can't move towards me, so...
You're
Fuck it up.
Alright, coming onto the scene. I will stroll up to this bloke here and cast attack twice.
Ooh.
26 hit.
Yep.
8 slashing damage. And 22.
Will hit.
Another 8 slashing damage.
Alright.
And I think that's gonna be it for me. Yep, that's it. 2 attacks.
Very good. Slice, slice. Cutting into the thick skin, but still making a solid mark. Well, the Dow is going to Dow will use half of its movement to stand up. And then burrow through the crystal structure and appear not too far from you, Frag. The crystal on the floor, as it burrows down, you see it just kind of sink through it, and it reforms around itself, and then the large creature stands about 5 to 10 feet away from you with a
Okay.
massive maul in hand.
Okay. Is it gonna attack me?
It will hold out its maul in your direction and speak some words in Terran.
No, I only
Terran.
know Common and Abyssal.
And from behind, fire begins to spark and then catches and ignites into a fire elemental.
Dang it! That's what I wanted to be.
Okay.
And that'll be the Dow's turn.
Well, that's not very nice of it.
On to the fire elemental now. That thing.
Go on now, do it.
You can always be a water
Patty.
elemental.
Yeah, right? Now I need to switch my plans.
The fire elemental will walk right on top of you, Frag.
Okay.
And, as it moves on top of you, take 9 points of fire damage. As it then reaches in to your metal working. And 13 to hit,
Okay. Nope, that won't hit.
24 to hit.
24 will hit.
For another 12 points of fire.
Okay, 1 second here because something's not right.
Oh no.
Yeah, 1 second. I just gotta double check it. Direction expended to reduce the number of damage. Okay. Alright, yeah, that's fine. I think I accidentally chose the wrong maneuver, but it actually ends up that it'll work out in this situation. So altogether 13 damage.
21.
Oh, right, math. Okay, well, five. Okay, so I take off 6 damage of that.
Ooh. Okay. 15 damage then.
Yep. Which is better than nothing. And then that'll end my turn.
Very good. Oops, didn't mean to do that. The Dow, while frightened of you, Frag, turns its attention to your ex. And will swing wildly with its maul. 16 to hit?
No.
28 to hit.
You know,
That's quite rude.
I think you know the answer to this question.
No, I know you've got stuff that can boost you really high. I just don't know how high.
No, I can't get to 28. Not unless I do 2 things.
14 bludgeoning as it strikes your armor and rattles you, and I'll need a strength save as well.
Now first, is that magical or is that regular bludgeoning?
Regular old bludgeoning.
So I'm gonna go ahead and only take 11 damage because heavy armor master.
Please.
Nice.
But you need a strength save, huh? I didn't do it. I'm gonna fall down.
As it tramples over you and makes its way, not down the corridor, more northish. More north. And then it'll go on to Ashe.
Okay. Just let me get a little thing.
Oh, I forgot
Casting
to.
Moonbeam.
Yeah, I forgot to import the stuff.
Dum dum.
By the way, this is the sticks that made Styx's lazy productivity. The nice
Whoa,
AoE
it's me.
effects that we like to use in all our games. Yeah, he made that. He's a
Whoa,
good
it's
friend.
me. Hello.
Oh.
So Moonbeam is 20-foot radius, right?
It just says a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder.
So it's just
5
one
foot
square.
Radius. Okay. Yep.
Yep.
Still good spell.
Still amazing spell. So where would you like to cast that?
I cast it like right on top of this. What are they called?
Dows.
Yeah, the Dow in front of me.
All right.
They're well endowed.
And it must make a Constitution saving throw.
Right.
And it'll take 2d10 radiant on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
Nice.
For 9 damage, then, to the Dow, is a beam of light, and it actually like shimmers and reflects off a lot of the crystal on the floor and on the walls and on the ceiling. It's very,
Alright, and
very
then
bright.
for my bonus action, I want to wild shape into a water elemental.
Ooh.
And when I do that, if I try to walk past the Dow right now, it still would get an attack of opportunity.
It would.
Okay, so I'm not gonna walk past it, but I wild shape into a water elemental. And can I do that action, or do I have to wait till my next turn to do the water
You'd have to wait till the
action?
next turn.
Okay.
But
I think
Right.
Moondruid's going to do it as a bonus.
well, yeah, they could shapeshift as a bonus, but she's already used her action casting Moonbeam.
Yes.
But you can still turn. You can still, as a bonus action, turn into a water elemental on your turn. You just wouldn't be able to attack as it.
Yes, that's what I do.
All right. You should have gotten that.
Yep, I opened it up.
Perfect. Ashay rather, after casting this brilliant beam of moonlight on top of the Dow, swirls into a gushing torrent of water. And it goes on to Potluck's turn.
Gotcha. Let's see. Well, seeing that he's our friend here has been knocked down to the floor, she'll pretty much just, point right at the Dow and be like, I don't think you should really, harm my friend over here.
Whoa, fuck.
Zap.
Wow.
Calm down.
God damn!
Disintegrate is an amazing spell.
Oh my god!
Holy shit.
I didn't even know bards got that. That's ridiculous. Chris is like, is there anything I can do? My monster! He was just a boy!
The spell
If it
automatically disintegrates a large or smaller non-magical object. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Yeah, if they
Um,
die, they can't be restored by that. Disintegrate is
The only problem-
amazing.
The only problem with Disintegrate is if they do make the save, then it just does nothing.
That's what
Yeah.
I was looking for.
Yeah. And
Damn.
oh,
Damn.
I wish you uwu wouldn't.
What?
I give myself bardic inspiration really quickly.
Yeah, I was just about to say, can't you bardic inspiration to get a better roll?
No, that's for saves for everybody else.
Oh.
Oh, to be fair,
think
I don't think Luckstone affects my DC anyway for my spells, so yeah.
the
The Infinite Warforged network allows Saturn to realize that one of his Warforged friends are in trouble, and he uses inspiration.
oh really?
It was an attempt.
Damn. Damn.
Nothing else. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right.
That's just a shame. That's so much damage.
I know, dude. I was.
That's just such
I'm
a
using
shame.
it anyway. Yeah. So yeah.
All right. Well, it does go off and is spectacular, but unfortunately, so is the Dow. Spectacular. Everlasting one.
Okay. So bear with me. Okay. Yep. I'm going to move 10 feet, so that's going to be 20 feet, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you're a turtle.
That's okay.
I don't know why you have to bring race into it.
Well, you said the bear.
And I'm going. Shut up. And I'm going to try to grapple this Dow.
Okay, all right. It's interesting.
It'll meet you.
Ah, why?
I'll use my second attack to also try to grapple.
Oh boy. You get that one.
I will drag it over back for another 20 feet. So if you can just bring him over here. I will then use Step of the Wind to dash and put him here.
That would provoke.
Would it? He's standing right there.
Thought this guy
The
was the
other
guy you pulled.
Yeah, I'm not releasing him.
Oh, you're still pulling him.
He's mine.
Got you. Got you.
Put him here. Put him here, up above me.
Hey.
Can he do that?
He can.
Yep.
Even though he's frightened from me? I mean, like, can the guy move closer towards me?
He's not
forced.
willing.
He's not moving
Yeah.
by
Okay.
choice.
He says
I'm
he can't.
basically, I'm like dragging him, saying, "You should stand up to your fears."
Because I've now imported the great stuff. We have AoE effects. And yeah,
That's
I
my turn.
can't willingly move closer. Alright, well done. Frag, on to you. You will not take 1d10. Never mind.
Okay. Thanks. I think. So the guy who summoned me here, I'm gonna hit him. And does a 23 hit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. 32 damage?
On the Dow or the Fire Elemental?
On the Dow.
Okay.
And I'm also going to add a good old distracting strike to that for another D8. Oh no, not negatives. Wow, okay, sure. Fuck me, I guess.
Oh no.
But I'm gonna hit him again, and he's gonna take a critical hit.
Jesus, man.
He's gonna take 40 damage. Is he dead?
No.
What? What do you mean he's not dead? Does a 12 hit?
No. Sorry.
Okay. Well, we all knew this was gonna come eventually.
Two good blasts.
Does a 19 hit?
19 does.
19 does. Coolio. Is this fucker still standing?
Yes.
What the? Is he bloodied? Is he looking like he's in bad shape?
Yes, she's looking worse for wear. Not on her hind legs yet, but
I assume 11 doesn't hit.
no, I'm sorry.
Nope. Nope. Okay. And then, we're not gonna sharpshooter this just to be safe. And do. I know that hits, but she's also going to take that and 8d8. So another
Wisdom.
18. And she's scared of me.
Ooh. Ooh. Nice. Very nice. So you're just unloading.
Yeah.
And the last
Yeah.
one, she's got to make a lot of con saves.
I see.
So 1, 2, 3. Right? No. 1, 2,
Okay, I'm back.
3. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
4 con saves.
Yep.
Ooh.
She lose concentration? Yes, thank you.
She
Jesus
did.
Christ. That's what I was trying to do. I did not want to have to point blank fire at that thing with radiant fucking damage to the fire. God
Yes.
damn it.
Yes.
And
So
I'm
the
gonna
fire
step the
elemental does.
fuck back.
As she's just knocking her back on her feet. She's just taking a step back with each blast.
God damn. That thing has a lot of health, by the way, guys. And that'll end my turn.
All right, your axe.
So I'm going to use half my movement to stand up and stow my weapon, and then with a bonus action, I'm going to cast Shadow Blade. Just at level 2, so normal Shadow Blade.
All right.
By the way, next person to hit this Dow before my next turn gets the first attack on advantage.
Okay, and then since I
So-
only have...
You're throwing it.
Well, I was gonna think about it, but I'm also thinking about attacking the white or the water guy.
Oh, the water guy
No,
is...
that's me. I am water guy.
Yeah, Ashy turned into the water elemental.
Oh,
Druid.
gotcha. Alright, well then yeah, I guess I only have 5 feet of movement. So, instead of throwing my sword, I will just hold it, and continue to concentrate on it.
Okay.
And I will use one of my cantrips instead. So attacking this guy with advantage doesn't fucking matter. 23.
Will hit.
That's good, though.
16 cold damage to that guy.
Very nice. She is looking bad now.
Should be. I did a metric fuck ton of damage.
He did.
Anything else?
No, sorry, that's it for me.
This blade of darkness and beams of frost coming out of you. The Dow is going to swing her maul twicely at the everlasting one. As she runs
Okay,
away.
both will hit. He's gonna run away.
She is. She's terrified of Frag.
Can I make an opportunity attack or anything?
Of course.
Could I use my opportunity attack to grapple in your game? As she's like fleeing, kind of grab her by the collar and say, "Face your fears."
No. Sorry. Attacks of opportunity have to be an attack.
In that case, give me a second.
Also 2 strength saves.
Okay, give me a second. As they're fleeing, I will go ahead and punch them.
Ooh.
And I'll put it... Never mind. I'll hit them. Both missed. I take 35 points of damage.
As the maul is cracking your shell, throwing chicks in all direction.
You did that backwards, but you got there.
Negative 23 health. You gain some health from that.
Don't worry about it. Ow.
And I'll need the strength saves to see if you're prone.
I'm immune to the prone condition.
Are you now?
Am.
Interesting.
You gotta make 2 of them, though.
Mm-hmm.
Man. Oh, you didn't do it again.
I'm sorry.
You and the Dow are brought down.
That poor
'Cause
Dow has been
You're
through
still
so
holding
much.
on to her. She's trying to get away, trying to run her way as best she can, and you're just holding on to her, and you get pummeled onto the crystalline surface.
Hello.
Take her with you.
We are now on the surface.
On the Dow's turn, she will stand, using half her movement. And use an action to try to break free.
Let me try to contest that. They are free.
And thusly run away.
They
However,
don't want to do that.
they look back and at each other. And they're not out of this fight yet.
You cut out there?
They're not out of this fight yet.
No, they aren't.
Ashe.
Okay. So, question about Moonbeam here. So it says that I can use an action to move the beam up to 60 feet. Can I still do that while I am water shaped?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's the
actually.
freaking best thing about druids. Maintain
Yeah.
the spell while you're in animal form.
Yeah, that's
Alright,
pretty
well, I
awesome.
want to
Continue to
move
maintain
my
concentration.
Moonbeam back over to this one.
Ooh.
But for some reason, it's not letting me move my little. There we go. Good enough. So I moved that over, and then they also need to do a save again, right?
Is that a dex?
Yeah. Constitution saving throw.
I think you get to reroll your damage, too. Yeah. Yeah.
For another 17. As more of its robes and skin just sears and begins to incinerate under the moonbeam.
Alright. And I can I still do my action as my elemental?
Now, is it... it's an action to move moonbeam?
I thought it'd be like a bonus action or something.
That's what I'm thinking.
Probably is an action to reposition.
It says on each of your turns after you cast a spell, you can use an action to move the beam, up to 60 feet.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so that
well-
would leave you with movement and bonus.
Right. You wouldn't be able to attack as the elemental.
Okay, but I can still move as the element.
Yep. And the cool thing about water elementals is they can occupy an enemy space.
What was that? You cut out a
Oh,
little bit.
sorry. They can occupy an enemy space.
Yes.
So you could just move on top of somebody.
I'm trying. There we go. There we go. Ba-bam. And it will also... Oh, that's only if it takes cold damage. Never mind. So that's my move.
Alright. So the beam of moonlight shines over the Tao and is, as I said, incinerating her flesh and whatnot. And you, as just living torrent of water, kind of lurch over and just start wrapping up the enormous creature in your waves. Potluck.
Oh, wait. Does that include... Does that automatically mean this, then?
No, that's an action to use that. The
Okay.
4 to 6 number is how many times you on each of your turns you roll a d6, and if it's a 4 or better, you can use that ability again. Otherwise, you can only use it once.
Got it.
I'm going to viciously mock that one that she's on right now.
All right.
Vicious mockery.
Classic.
Talk mad shit about it.
Classic. Ooh.
Ha! You doubt take life for granted. Ah, ha, ah, ha, ha.
Whoa. That is the funniest joke I've ever heard.
Oh my god.
We ban people from the Discord for bad jokes.
All my characters would always be banned.
Anything else?
No.
All right. Everlasting one.
I will stand up and move over to this dowel. She'll go for this space instead. So, you know, I'll go here. So, firstly, I'm going to try to grapple this bottom dowel. And I'm going to say, I regret to inform you that I am now angry. I believe. I'm going to try to grapple the bottom one.
All right.
They're grappled.
You are, you are grappling.
Then I'm going to try to grapple the top one. Well, you know, help with the water person. And I've got both of them grappled with both my hands.
You're like Captain America between the building and the helicopter.
You are not allowed to leave.
Yeah, no, instead of a dude, it's just an ancient, crusty old turtle doing it.
Yeah.
All right.
Fuck, I'm getting tired.
Anything else? Everlasting one?
Everlasting.
That's it.
All right. Frag.
Partner.
Partner. I'm gonna.
Atta partner. I love to see y'all tearing with y'all 6-shooter Winchester repeater.
Howdy.
I'm gonna attack the bottom one here. Does a 16 hit?
Unfortunately, no.
Darn. I'm gonna assume that that doesn't hit.
She will block both.
So we're just gonna make sure that that does hit.
27 will.
It better. It better.
Or 20, or 31, whatever, you know.
Yeah, I gotcha. And then 15 radiant damage.
Ooh. She is on her last limb.
I see.
Ha, I see, because there's a water elemental.
Hi. I won't use my last superiority die. Not yet. That'll end my turn.
Alright. Your axe.
Okay. Half movement. And then... Just trying to read this right. Okay, so if I throw it, that's my only attack. I'm better off using a cantrip then. Okay, so targeting the one that's being assaulted by the water elemental and the moonbeam, we're going to again use Ray of Frost and crit.
Nice.
It's gonna deal 24 cold damage.
Alright. Part of its legs and thighs just kind of like freeze over for a moment. Some ice cubes float in the water elemental, but nothing too bad.
And that'll do it for your X.
Alright. The Dow to the south. Will yeah. Well, it will swing at the everlasting one. Twicely.
Both will hit.
Are you're not still prone, right? You got up?
No, I got up.
Yep. So 19 and 27.
That's okay. Let's both hit.
Make the first strength save. If you fail this, the second one is a crit. You made it, so the second one's not a crit.
Yep.
You're good.
I ain't going prone.
So
There are no prone in this house.
33 total damage.
Mm-hmm.
The next Dow will begin swinging wildly at the water. Ooh, 13?
Ashy.
To hit?
Actually, hold on.
Yeah, 13 to hit.
It's an AC of 14.
Alright, so the 20 will. What were you, everlasting one? What's going on?
Don't worry about it. I'll sort it out.
Alright. 20 points of bludgeoning to the water elemental, but it's non-magical, so you do have resistance to it. As would you, everlasting one, since you're raging. You also cannot be knocked prone, so you don't need to make a strength save. So in total, just 10 points of bludgeoning to the water elemental.
Okay.
And then, Nashe, on to you.
Alright, well now we're gonna do this whelm.
Strength save from the Dow.
Oh.
Just makes it.
And Chris, you're breaking up a lot.
Sorry, I moved too far away. I was just thinking out loud. If the saving throw is successful, the target is pushed out of the elemental space. But it is currently being grappled, so it can only really go like right here-ish.
Okay, so it is grappled?
It's grappled by the everlasting one at the moment, the turtle.
Oh, okay.
This guy.
Yeah. Alright, well, I guess that's my move.
Alright. I think it would still take the damage from Moonbeam. Because it started its turn inside. Right?
Okay.
Hang on, let me just double check.
There we go.
Thank you. Or starts its turn there. Yep. Con save. Does make it half damage. Yeah, half
it takes
damage.
half, I believe.
So
Yep.
6 points of radiant. Potluck, on to you.
Gotcha. I'm gonna keep mocking that one. That's being drenched right now.
Wisdom save. Damn.
Gosh, you really need to be a little bolder, you know, in your.
That's good.
That was a good one.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
And that's all I do.
Dow,
Oh, technically, I forgot. I can give bardic inspiration if anybody wants it.
I mean,
Yeah, give it to Laser Vaulter.
Sure. Yeah. Here. A D10.
yay.
Dow are like cousins to Earth elementals. That's why the boulder, like a boulder, like a rock.
We got it.
Anything else, Spotlight?
No.
All right, everlasting one. You are grappling two large women.
Yep, I'm going to the top woman. I'm going to try to shove her prone.
Wow. Wow. You do.
And then I'm going to shove the other one prone.
I'll just say you do. Both
They are now both prone.
taking them out of the chokehold, yeah, just shove them both down to the ground. And these are large creatures. The rest of you, this is a turtle that's less than half their size, just holding them down with amazing strength.
Fear not, for the Everlasting One has them restrained.
Cool.
That's my turn.
Frag.
Alright, the one that I've been trying to kill that's on the ground, it's prone, so I get advantage on this, right?
You would have disadvantage because it's prone, but you would have advantage because it's frightened. So, normal roll. 16 will miss.
No, because I'm going to add that Bardic Inspiration, and I'm going to hit. I assume a plus 10 will hit to that.
It's a D10. You could get a 1.
Oh, it's a D10? Oh.
Isn't it?
I thought it
Yeah,
was...
roll a d10.
Okay, my bad. Let me, we'll
Let's
see,
see
I guess.
that 1. Let's see that 1.
No, it's just 19. It's just 19.
19 will hit. And how do you want to do it on the south one, right?
Nice.
I just want it to explode when it gets hit with that laser
You were
beam.
inspired by my puns.
And it
They
does.
were punny.
It does explode into crystal dust.
Can it be used for currency?
It can be used for getting in your eye and irritating the skin.
I do not have a traditional eye. I also have a crystal eye.
It can be used for polishing your crystal eyes, making them sparkle a bit more.
I want to collect all of them. I'm gonna shoot the other one. I assume that doesn't hit.
Fortunately, no.
No. And then it's, my last attack, I'm gonna... Jeez, I wish that was with the -3.
I know, all the ones you don't do that on are good rolls.
Right? 20 radiant damage to the one.
Ooh. How do you want to do that?
Nice.
So,
Yes.
as our good friend, the Everlasting One, just like shoves them into the ground, just like 2 beams hit both of them and they disintegrate.
Yes.
Ooh. Ooh. And they just...
And the other, the Everlasting One is covered in crystal glitter.
Crystal glitter is great.
Probably not. Probably bad for the lungs.
The Everlasting One is curious what sort that is after all that work.
Yeah, is that sword hilt still there?
Let me just snap the neck of this chick.
Cheat, cheat, cheat.
You would have to break the remaining bits of the dais, but
Shoot it.
with enough time and no more dows to attack you, you would be able to. Ashe, you remain as a water elemental for half your druid level hours. So 6 hours, you would be a water elemental. You could you could choose to stay as a water elemental, or you can just undo wild shape and become Ashe
No, I'm
again.
gonna stay that way.
All right.
I mean, you are, a swamp lady, so makes sense.
Right?
Swamp witch.
There's not enough water in here.
Yeah.
I'll make my own.
Well, Frag, you called it. The hilt is indeed a sunblade.
Oh, I was right. It's a Sunblade. Holy shit. Dude, these things are awesome.
They are really good.
Would anyone like a Sunblade? Because if not, I'll totally take that Sunblade.
You know, I'm kind of a paladin.
Yeah, it's true. The bard should get it, right?
Yeah, the bard should get it.
Can I make a contraption so I can shoot the Sunblade at creatures? No, you
Use
can,
Sunblade as a battery.
you can clearly have the Sunblade. I think you're the only one who actually uses a sword in our group.
Greetings all, it is I, Sergei von Zarovich, inside of the Sunblade.
You said Sergey.
No, instead though,
My brother killed me, you little bitch.
everlasting one. As you do draw the hilt from the dais, and and the dais itself shatters and splinters, the blade instantly illuminates, even though you're not attuned to it yet. and you hear a voice throughout the chamber call out, "A weapon to slay a great enemy, or one to slay me."
Thank you, disordinate voice.
Want to trade the helm?
Great enemy. The dower pretty scary. I don't know what else would be in here now.
This is a very good Sunblade. You. Very well. I will trade you this sword for your helmet.
Yeah. So you get a +1 AC, you have advantage on perception checks, and you can cast See Invisibility once per long rest.
Epic. I get
After an
advantage on
attunement?
perception checks.
Yeah.
After doing an attunement, though. Which
Well,
means
I'm
How about we sit down for an hour?
Yeah, that's what
Yes.
I was
Good.
Or 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I still think does it only take the amount of time a short rest would take, because
Yeah, it says it's a 10-minute duration, and you gain the benefit of a short rest.
wow. Alright, so I guess it only takes 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Very well.
But-
Hold on, I will
but
power nap too.
It does say you can't use it on a creature until they get a long rest, so you can only use it once.
Well, did we use it earlier or no?
Use it on one person or the whole group? I actually wasn't sure about that.
I mean, it's only up to 3, so it's not like the whole group, so.
Fair.
I say save your spell, and let's just wait an hour. Because I could also use, to get my action surge back and my superiority die.
Alright, well either way, I'm gonna add that to my character sheet.
And this is the point of the game where I ask you, it's getting late. I know a few of us have to work tomorrow and whatnot. There is more combat to come, and of course the boss encounter. More mystery to be solved. Would you guys like to attempt to find a time where we can reconvene? Or should we play this out? Or the third, less preferable option, personally, just abandon it entirely. Say we got this far, it was a fun time playing some D&D, but
I'm
we'll see
assuming
you
there's
all.
a whole lot more than just this. So, and I doubt we get it done
Yeah.
in an entirely one session either.
Yeah.
I kind of
Yeah,
want to
I've
keep
gotta be
this
getting
going.
to bed.
I made
But-
the character. I want to finish this.
Right,
Until I either
yeah.
die or we finish this by everyone dying. I don't know. However.
I'm
Yeah.
happy to reschedule.
But I'm down,
follow-up.
yeah. I'm down for doing, like, maybe a weekend if someone's not busy on a Saturday or a Sunday, or something along those lines.
So,
Our Sundays actually just opened up.
They
We don't
did.
have that campaign going anymore.
Sticks,
Okay.
we finally finished Storm King's Thunder.
And it was honestly pretty underwhelming. Like, the campaign was run well and everything like that.
Not
but the-
Storm King.
I hate Don King's Thunder.
So here's the thing. It
Just
felt
a
like
sour note.
the first third of like a full-on 1 to 20 campaign. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Like, have you completed it or whatever?
To be fair, the
I've
warning
read
signals
through it
were
all.
there. Like, it makes you wait until level 7 to see a giant or something like that.
Yeah, it was pretty gnarly with its pacing. You can tell it was one of the first adventures they wrote for sure.
Well, before we
It's
get
called
into
a filler,
more,
the campaign.
before we get into more of this talk,
Yeah.
let's take a quick vote. In favor of rescheduling, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sunday's
I'd like
open
to
for me
continue.
as well. So if we want to do this Sunday, we can.
Okay.
I don't think I'd be available this Sunday unless it's like evening time. But any other weekend, I'd probably be available.
What do you
we
mean by
also-
evening?
Like 4 or 5, somewhere in that range.
That's even better for me, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so as long as it's not like an afternoon game this weekend, I'm down. And
Uh,
any other weekend, I'm open.
this Sunday, unfortunately,
I
I
don't
have
know,
to
man.
kind of. I don't know my schedule just yet. Heather is still in Virginia visiting her in-laws, and or her parents rather, my in-laws. And there's a possibility that she'll either return Sunday or Monday. We don't know because it's up to the weather. If it's going to rain, then she's going to come back on Monday. If it doesn't rain, then she'll come back Sunday.
Gotcha. Do you
So-
know about when you'll know? Would it be about afternoon that you'd know when Heather's coming back?
Friday or Saturday, I'll know.
Okay.
But Oscar, what are your feelings?
No shade to you, Chris,
Yes.
at all. You know, I had
never take it
fun.
personally.
I really appreciate you running this game, and I love how you DM. I am not feeling this.
All right.
Like, I'm so lost, and I think it's partially to do with the maps. Everything just feels so empty.
You know, I could literally just redo all these maps really quickly, you know, over like the
I'm also-
this and Sunday.
Kind of. I don't know. Just, not entirely sure if I understand the story.
Well, I don't think we've really gotten into the meat of it just yet. I think we did a lot of exploring, and I feel like almost we explored out of order.
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah.
So I feel like that's where a lot of it's coming from too. But
I
I can
feel
understand
like
if you're just not behind this one. I'm not opposed to continuing without you.
the story is a Ponzi scheme, and we got fucked.
So
It's kind of hard to tell what we explored because all the map looks the same. But that's
Yeah.
again on Wizards of the whatever coast
yeah.
for making maps that all look like grids that you find in math class that you have to do, you know, math equations on.
Are we in a rhombus? Is this a
I don't-
rhombus?
Yeah,
is.
like literally, like come on, guys.
So, but reading this, I was also confused. But once it all wraps up, it makes sense. But I understand that's pretty frustrating. You're like, why? Nothing is making sense. I can't make sense of up or down or whatever. And then when it all comes together, I really dislike movies and TV shows that do that. Even though it may be a satisfying payoff, I'm still frustrated at the end. So I get it.
Cough, cough.
Yeah, I
cough,
don't-
cough.
Not vibing too much with it at all.
I'm
If you choose to
interested.
play again, I'll join.
No, I was just gonna say, it sounds like everybody else wants to keep playing, and if you don't want to, that's fine. As long as you're okay that we keep playing without you.
Yeah, I don't.
But if you do want
I'll
to join,
see how I
of
feel at the
course.
time.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, we'll pick this back up maybe Sunday. It sounds
Maybe
like
next
Sunday.
Yeah.
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 Sounds good.
Either this Sunday or next Sunday, we'll pick this back up.
Hell yeah.
And for all of you guys watching, thank you. Appreciate you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. You guys as players, I hope you, of course, enjoyed it as well. And we'll see you either Sunday or next Sunday. Toodles.